Hello, all. This is the One Nerd coming to you in the possibly the worst lighting that I've ever been, and possibly the worst shape I've ever looked in. But you know, that's just the nature of what I'm dealing with right now. I thought I would make a little update video for you guys for this particular channel to just kind of give an update on what is going on with the channel, what's going on with me personally, since I have been very, very woefully inconsistent with uploads for this particular channel. Which if anyone has watched this channel long enough, which I'm sure nobody has, but if you have, you should know that that's kind of standard for me. But 2021 was a really bad year for me. Not as bad as like most people, I didn't deal with any like major issues like COVID related or what have you. The only like the biggest thing was that I lost my job, but then I gained another one like a week later, so that wasn't a huge deal. But getting that new job did kind of adjust my life a lot, since it is a night job. And I actually went through a little bit of a period of time where I was working a side gig at Grubhub, which to kind of pick up some extra hours. And that was working for me for a little bit. It didn't leave me with a lot of time, but I felt as though I was working a lot and I was making a lot more money. So I thought, this is a good thing. Unfortunately, when I did that, I got myself into a situation where I had to work basically all day in order for me to keep up the sort of pace that I was making with the debts and payment plans that I was on in certain things. And if anyone remembers last year when I said I was working two jobs in order to buy a car, I was again working basically all day, working overtime at my previous job. And basically, once I got my new car, I started doing the Grubhub thing. So most of 2021, I was just working all day. I would be in situations where I would work all day, work all night for my current job, my real job. Then I would sleep for, I don't know, like 4 to 5 hours thereabouts, and then I would work for Grubhub for the rest of the time, and then work the night job and start the whole thing over again for months and months at a time. Unfortunately, like I said, I got myself into a situation where I had to keep up that pace, even like a harder pace, in order for me to keep up with the sort of debts and payment plans that I got myself into. And when I finally crashed a couple months ago in October, crash as in metaphorical crash, not an actual crash. Nothing happened there, but I finally crashed in a sort of big / private way for me, where I just had I just couldn't do it. I don't know how else to describe it. I just couldn't physically and mentally do it anymore. Not that the particular, like the job like Grubhub, I wouldn't like disparage Grubhub or say that somebody shouldn't do it. Although I would say that if you do it and you do have another job, pace yourself a lot better than I did. Don't work every day. Don't work all day. Don't do any of that shit. Just pace yourself a lot more than I did. That's a don't do what I did situation there, a cautionary tale, if you will. But yeah, I got into a situation where I crashed, and I'm still recovering from it, because I got myself into a good deal of debt because of it. And there are situations that just keep happening throughout the months leading from October till now, where I've tried to improve them, but something always just seems to come up to make it, I don't want to say worse, but at least get me back to, I'm not at square one yet. I'm still in the red. I'm still negative, which I can still, survive day to day. Like I could still, pay for rent. I can still do that, but I have debts and what have you that I still need to pay off. And I've been trying a few different ways in order to do it, which in some cases have not been, I don't think have been healthy. I've been attempting to, I've sold some stuff, which I always hate doing. I really hate doing, but at the time it seemed like something that I needed to do. And in some cases it was, but also when I look at it now, And in the situation that I'm in, where I'm still not back at square one, I feel like as though I just kind of, burned some avenues for me. You know what I mean? And I've tried to do things like pay everything all at once, but then that doesn't really help me because I don't have any money in order to do certain things, and so I have to get back into debt and what have you. But it's all a big complicated. I don't want to complicate your stuff because again, when I make a sort of video like this, when I've thought about making this video, I didn't want this to be some sort of pity party or like make people think that, oh, this is going to lead into, oh, well, because I'm in all of this, how about you guys help out and here's a link to my Patreon and all that shit. And I didn't want to do that because I've seen so many people who are, a lot bigger than me. I mean, I don't have barely any audience whatsoever. I mean, I'm still getting views and what have you, and maybe a subscriber here and there for, different things, but I'm not at anywhere, shape, or form in order to do any of this. I just wanted, all this is just me letting you guys know that I'm still here. I'm still gaining resources and ideas on what to make videos on, beyond the audiobooks. And of course, I do want to get back to the audiobooks soon. I'm still dealing with stuff and different anxieties and what have you with the money issues and the debt that I'm having. But the issues that I'm having right now in regards to money are not necessarily that I don't have enough to pay it off. It's that I have these anxieties because I can't pay it off right now. I know that if I just give it time, let it go for a few months. Sure, I'll be in debt for a few months, and I may not be able to afford certain creature comforts for the next couple months, which will suck, but, I can get through it. I can. But I just have to, sacrifice a few things here or there and maybe indulge in some of my backlog that I have that, some of the things I don't need to buy right now. I have a compulsion of needing to buy things, right here and now. And, it's that whole fear of missing out sort of thing, but it's also kind of a thing where I feel like I need to buy something because I need to buy it. You know what I mean? Not just in regards to missing out, but because of, I feel like I should have it right then and there, even though I don't usually use it. Like if it's a book or a movie, I'll usually buy it because I feel like I need to buy it because that's the sort of thing that I should be buying. And then I don't end up, using it because I'm either, I was either too busy for most of 2021 or certain things just keep me from doing it. Again, and these anxieties are killing my creativity and they're killing my drive in order to do what I actually want to do. I mean, apart from like scripts for videos, I didn't write anything at all in 2021. And I want to make 2022 different. Despite all the times that I've said that I want to make certain year different, I do want to make this particular year, or 2022, different for me. So if there's any kind of like resolutions, it's to not work as much, at least not work as much. Work on creative things a lot more, stuff for the channel, stuff for just writing in my own personal thing, creating more stuff. And of course, my yearly pledge to actually go to the gym and get in shape because it's I'm at a stage now with my weight where it's starting to get to a real problem, especially as I get older. I start to realize that, just the situation that I'm in, and I'm just going to be more and more unappealing and unattractive in a lot of different ways. And now it's becoming, I'm sharing too much information. I'm sorry. I need to wrap this up. So just a sort of update video for this to let you know that I am still working it, but I am recovering right now. The latest, and I know I've given timelines before, and I really shouldn't give timelines, but I hope to be back in production of certain videos that counts for audiobooks, that counts for movie reviews, that counts for game reviews, that counts for anything else I might have ideas with. I hope to be back in production for those sometime in January, hopefully sometime in early January, once I get through the holidays. Not that I have any holiday plans, any specific holiday plans. It's just that I hope to be, I wanted to say I hope to be a little bit, hoping a little bit of a dent in this debt, but really I won't. But again, that's not a bad thing. I just have to. It's just going to take a little bit of planning, a little bit of budgeting, a little bit of time, and I'll be able to get through it. Again, money is not a problem. Again, I'm not going to be kicked out. I'm not going to be able to pay. I mean, and I want to do this because I want to be able to start saving money because I need to move out of. I need to get a bigger place pretty soon because this place is way too small for me. Certainly, at least for the for what for what I want to do with it and the space I want to have. This is way too small for me. But again, that's all information that is I'm sharing a little bit too much. But again, I hope to be back in production of all videos. I already have some movie reviews that I hope to come out with for newer and older stuff. I have footage recorded and what have you. I actually have some ideas for showcases. Audiobooks should hopefully be back in production by January, the recording and editing and what have you. I hope to be back with those soon. Maybe even start in December and just start like the editing in January, hopefully. But the bottom line with all of this is that I appreciate everyone who is staying patient. I haven't heard like a lot of comments, people asking when new videos are, which kind of makes me think that everyone's already given up on this anyway. But I appreciate anyone who's stuck around and is being patient with me and my situation, with just messing everything up and being patient with me while I do this. And I hope that once I start getting into a regular production again with these types of videos, with all the videos that you will enjoy and they will be at a quality level that is acceptable to anyone who watches them, because that's all I really want, is to make good videos and to improve myself and get myself out there so that I can make this and parlay this into hopefully a bigger and better thing. And again, I appreciate anybody who's ever left a positive comment on my videos, because I've seen some recently that have really got me motivated to hopefully get this through, to push through that anxiety, to push through those problems that I'm having and still get back to making those videos. So I appreciate anybody who has commented, who has liked, who has even looked at any of my videos. I appreciate that more than you can possibly know. And again, I'm going to stop rambling here because I'm actually doing this on my break, so I have to get back to work for my real job. So again, I'm going to be uploading this. Production will start soon. I'm just still trying to get over some of the anxiety and still trying to work out a plan in order to get myself back on my feet. This is not a plea for anybody to do anything. I'm not giving this information because I want somebody to do something. There's not going to be any links to anything or anything in this. This is just me telling you why I have not been consistent and what to expect from the future in 2022 from me. And I hope to not let you down in the future. I know I don't deserve all of the views, and I don't deserve all the likes, and I don't deserve all the positive comments that I've gotten so far. But I hope that that with my actions and my work in 2022, I hope I will start to deserve it. This is Ryan Williams, the One Nerd, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Happy holidays. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, take care of your families, and have a good one.